Good morning, children. I hope you've had a fun morning today, and maybe you've been den building, or maybe you've been creating some lovely homemade treats, or maybe you've been doing some drawing and colouring or snuggling up under a blanket, or perhaps you've been able to go for a little walk around the village or wherever it is that you live. So whatever you've been up to, the story I'm going to read today is about how it's very important to think about others and to think about those that are looking after you, because it's really easy to get lots and lots and lots of things out and create a big mess and forget to put them away. And the other day we had the story, there's an octopus under my bed. And today it's a similar theme about something that you're all very good at, and at nursery, when you've finished an activity, you put it away, don't you? Now Purdy, she's very good because she keeps all her toys in her bed, and so she tends to go and put them there. And if she wants to play fetch, she keeps putting one toy and another toy on my lap for me to play. And this little chap, do you remember his name? And what he is? He's a tortoise, and he doesn't make much mess at all. He's very clean and very tidy, and on sunny days he likes to go out in the garden and have a little bit of a roam, but on days when it's a bit chilly and a bit overcast, he likes to be inside. But he's not a messy animal at all. As you can see, he just tends to sit and enjoys being with us. So children, are you ready for our story? Do you know what we've got to do? You've got to turn on your listening ears. Wiggle, 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 ping. Turning on your thinking brains. Mine needs oiling. Ooh. Seatbelts on so you can be safe. Check your flaps. Bing bong, bing bong, bing bong. Check your fuel. Glug, 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 glug. Check your boosters. Vroom! And we call out, chucks away. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Blast off. We'll just bring Winston back because he was going for a bit of a wander. So here's our story today, and this is one. Are you going to go kamikaze off the edge? I've just been saying what a good boy you are and how you behave. I might put him down on the floor or face him that way, and we'll see what he does. So this is a story I used to read to my children when they were little, to try and help them to understand how sometimes us mummies and daddies can feel a little bit like that. I'm going to put Winston on the floor, and then he can go and find his cucumber and his dandelion leaves. So this story is called When Mum Turned Into a Monster. Oh dear. Let's see why Mum turned into a monster. As you can see, there's a bit of a mess going on here, and it's only in the morning. And we've got cereal. Mum's trying to open up the cat food. She's got 2 children, and looks like they're having a bit of a tussle. We're having breakfast when the phone rang. Ring, 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 ring. Hello, said Mum. Hi. Yes. Yes. 4 o'clock. Lovely. Yes. No problem. No problem at all. Bye. Oh dear. I wonder who that was and why 4 o'clock. Shall we find out? she cried. Your cousins are coming to tea. The house is a mess. There's nothing to eat. Oh no, said Sam. Children, make your hair and comb your beds and do it properly. Yes, Mum, we groaned. We knew what she meant. She just wasn't quite herself. Do you think they have to make their hair and comb their beds? No, I think Mummy's gone into a bit of a panic. Mum spent most of the morning cleaning the house. There was lots to do. Look at all the washing up she's trying to do. She washed up the breakfast things and then she did some polishing with a duster and polish. Look, there's lots of cat paw prints all over the table. She hoovered up the cat hairs and she even scrubbed out the toilet to make it all nice and clean. She's working very, very hard. Sam and I forgot all about making our beds. We decided to make a jungle camp instead. Oh dear. Oh dear. We had a great time, but I don't think Mum was very pleased. Then we all had to go to the supermarket. Can you see what's happened to Mummy's hands? What colour have they turned? That's right, they've turned green. And what are the children doing in the back of the car? They're having another tussle again, aren't they? And the mum says, "Will you two stop fighting?" shouted Mum. When we got there, we wanted some crisps, but Mum just kept saying no. Here you are, you can see the green hands on the way. She was getting really cross. Look, her eyebrows almost meeting. Uh-oh. What's happening to her ears? They're turning green too, aren't they? So we told our Mum that she was horrible. That's not very nice, is it? So now our Mum's got green hands and green ears. After a while, we got so fed up that we went off to do our own shopping. We were just beginning to enjoy ourselves. When suddenly we crashed into some trolleys. I looked up to see a man standing over us. "And where is your mother?" he asked angrily. Surprised, they shouldn't have been running around in the supermarket, should they? "Here!" growled Mum. Uh-oh. Now look what's happened to her hair. It's all gone all frizzy and it's standing up on edge. Does she look very happy? No, she looks really stressed. Mum wouldn't let us have any sweets, so I started to cry. Mum told me to be quiet because everyone was looking at us. So I cried even more. And then Sam joined in too. What's Mummy growing now? Uh-oh, poor Mummy. She's now grown a green tail. When we got home, Mum unpacked the shopping while we tried to make a cake. Do you think we tipped the flour out? No. Do we put tomato sauce in cakes? No, we don't, do we? And uh-oh, what's growing out of Mummy's head? She's got these like octopus tentacles growing now. But we made such a mess that Mum told us to keep out of her way. So Sam and I made an adventure playground on the grass. It was lots of fun going round and round on our bikes. It was really lovely and muddy. Uh-oh. Where do you think that mud's going to go in? Can you remember what Mummy had been doing in the morning? She'd been hoovering and dusting. When it started to rain, we came inside. Mum had laid out tea on the table. Oh, it looked so delicious. We just had to help ourselves. Uh-oh. It was only after we'd eaten 7 sandwiches, 4 iced buns, 10 biscuits, and most of the chocolate off the top of the cake that we realised Mum might not be very happy, as we quickly ran upstairs to hide. They sound a bit like the tiger who came to tea, don't they? Uh-oh, here she comes. Can you see? She's now got green feet. And what have they brought in with them? They've left their shoes, their coats, their scarves, and a whole trail of mud. Poor Mummy. It looks like she had thought she was ready and had made herself a nice cup of tea. What a mess, said Sam, stuffing a half-eaten sandwich into his pocket. They suddenly noticed what a mess they made in their jungle bedroom. And then we heard footsteps, clomp, 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 coming up the stairs. We dived under the bedclothes. Sam and I looked at his watch. It was nearly 4 o'clock. Suddenly, the door burst open. I'd never seen Mum looking this cross before. She tried to shout, but all that came out was smoke and flames and a terrible roar. Oh no, whispered Sam. She's gone completely bonkers. I'm not surprised, are you? But Mum just slumped into a chair. I used to be a nice person, she moaned. But all your mess, your fighting, your whinging and yelling, it's turned me into a monster. Poor Mum, we didn't know what to say. So we decided we'd tidy our room and make the beds. And I gave Mum a cup of tea, and we cleared away our coats and our boots, and we even hoovered the floor. So that was a nice thing to do, wasn't it? Shame they didn't do that earlier in the day. We then put our bikes in the garage, and we made some more sandwiches. And we were just brushing our hair when Mum came in. I'm so sorry, she said. I've been such a monster. Oh, Mummy, they both said, we're really sorry too. And we hugged each other tight. And with that, suddenly the doorbell rang. Ooh, the cousins had arrived. Here they are. As Mum went downstairs to open the door, we suddenly realised that she still had monstrous hair. Luckily, we warned her just in time. Look, she's brushing out all the knots, making herself look nice. Well, we made it. Aunt Jane seemed impressed. Darling, she said, everything looks wonderful. trouble? Oh, it was nothing, murmured Mum. What are these two up to? Do you think they're behaving? At tea time, our cousins were awful. They were such monsters that they didn't even notice that their mum had grown a great, big, long, green tail. So children, whilst you're busy having lots and lots of fun, and whilst it's very nearly lunchtime, remember to perhaps have a look around at what you've been up to this morning and see if you can tidy those things away. And maybe you can offer to help your mum or dad or whoever it is that's looking after you, see if there's any jobs that you could help do. Remember, you're really good at washing up, you're great at wiping up, and you probably could even manage a little bit of dusting as well. Whatever you get up to this afternoon, I hope you have lots of fun. And it's now that time to say tick tock. Tick tock, tick tock, tick tock. When the big hand reaches number 12 and the little hand reaches number 12, it's 12:00, which means it's time to go home. Cheerio.